love message for the month of June. So, Gemini placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do they need to know in regards to their love life for the month of June? All around June, love energy. Second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity. So somebody can want a second chance with you in the month of June, Gemini, or you want a second chance with somebody. You don't have to give somebody a second chance. This is just the energy that's coming up in the reading, okay? So you don't have to be in my comments like, oh no, I don't want to get back with that person. I'm done with the past. Cool. This is coming out for just, maybe you just need to know that somebody may attempt to try to get back with you or get back in your energy. You don't have to deal with them, okay? All right, what else for Gemini? We have lusting. Okay, forbidden, non-committed, and sexual energy. So for some of you guys, there could be whoever wants a second chance with you. This could simply just be somebody who just wants to have sex. They just want intimacy. They're non-committal. They don't want anything committed, or this is you. I feel like somebody could be coming back around just for sex. And you guys may know that, and that could be why some of you guys don't want to be bothered. Okay, one more. And we have abandoned, left out, walked away, and cold. So there's somebody here that could have abandoned you, walked away. It's like somebody, okay. It's like this person, they reconcile, they make amends with you, or you give them an opportunity, or they have opportunities to seize the moment with you. And then they come in with this lustful energy, this non-committal energy, this sexual energy, and then they abandon you again. Or they leave you out in the cold, they walk away, or they become really detached. And we have escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. And we have trapped, stuck, tied down, captive, and obsession, infatuation, adoration, and addiction. I feel like somebody's more infatuated with you than they actually love you or like you. Yeah, curse, hex, witchcraft, negative mind. This person could be under some type of hex or curse. Or you could feel like your love life is cursed. Yeah, there's always some type of conflict. This person could have issues with addictions. They have issues with intimacy. This person also can't, they have a hard time with being vulnerable, possibly. Or this is you. Yeah. What's second chance for Gemini placements for their love message for the month of June? Reconciliation, making amends, and opportunity. Yeah, the judgment in reverse. I feel like if you go back to this person or you put yourself in these type of predicaments, whether it's with a particular person, new or old, that are just lustful, non-committal, you're going to run the risk of repeating a karmic lesson with you feeling abandoned or some type of abandonment wound being triggered. So whether you deal with a particular type of person or people that are just in this lustful, non-committal, looking for a way to escape and using you as a form of escape. And then when they get what they want or they feel good, they get their cup filled, they detach. And then when they need a re-up, they come back around. So just be mindful of that. Yeah, there could be a connection that may not go anywhere. Maybe you was hoping that something will evolve or take place or progress, and it doesn't. For the month of June, it stays stagnant. Yeah, you may be dissatisfied. Or you could be disqualifying someone, or you may feel like you've been passed up, or somebody has made you feel disqualified, or maybe you are to this person. Two of Wands in reverse, Mars in Aries. The Four of Cups, Moon in Cancer, King of Swords here, and Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there's one person who's in the Queen of Cups energy and somebody who's in the King of Swords. That's a mismatch. One person has their heart open, one person is being analytical and overly logical. That's not going to work. What's lusting? And this doesn't mean that this is how it's going to be permanently. This is for the month of June, okay? What's lusting for Gemini placements? Yeah, Six of Swords, yeah. Somebody's very detached. And this could be why something no longer feels fulfilling. Something doesn't feel good or it's not going to feel good because there's no emotional connection. This could be a negative pattern that's repeating itself. This could be something karmic as well. Yeah, Three of Cups in reverse. Somebody here can have a tendency to have options, third parties. Somebody's also never satisfied. Yeah. You could be detaching from this person. Somebody here likes to be chased, and you're not going to chase nobody. Mercury and Aquarius. What's abandoned? Left out, walked away in cold. Yeah, Knight of Cups. I feel like a lot of you guys, you could be leaving somebody out in the cold for June, and you're taking your talents, you're taking your heart, you're taking your love elsewhere, or you have somebody here that's coming in. I feel like somebody here, again, Six of Cups, somebody wants to come in, be all charming, be all diplomatic, be all nice. They want to emotionally connect with you, or they want to act like they do, but they're going to abandon you again. They're not going to be fully invested in you. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This person could also be lazy. Or you're going to feel frustrated, or something's going to be a waste of time or energy. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Some of you guys have an offer coming in. If somebody did abandon you, Gemini, I feel like they want to make something right. But we'll see. What second chance? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Sagittarius energy. I feel like in the past, you could have tried to reconcile with this person, but something didn't work. Maybe it could have been another person that they were dealing with, or maybe something around somebody's finances or their insecurities. Some of you guys could be having a hard time forgiving someone. What's lusting? Or they have a hard time forgiving a person. Yeah, the Moon in reverse, Cancer, Pisces. Yeah, somebody is very avoidant when it comes to their emotions. Very avoidant. Somebody doesn't like to feel much of anything. What's abandoned? Yeah, the Magician in reverse. Somebody's manipulative. Virgo, Gemini energy. You or this person can have Virgo or Gemini placements. Somebody's coming in this Knight of Cups upright energy, coming in like a smooth talker, being nice, charming, romantic, diplomatic, but but they don't really, there's not, or this person is coming in in this energy, but they don't have nothing to back it up. It's like they're all talk but nothing to back it up. I don't see somebody taking action. Somebody also doesn't know what they want. The Magician in reverse is like confusion, not having clarity. Somebody doesn't really back up their feelings. Judgment in reverse. Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like somebody here didn't really, in the past, they didn't want to accept the challenge because they were unforgiving about something. Maybe something was too hard, or giving this person a second chance is too hard. It's too much at stake. And this person could be a player. Yeah, the King of Pentacles in reverse. This person could already be married or already be with somebody, or they could have been with somebody long term. Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah, no. Somebody here could have also lied about being married or lied about still dealing with somebody. Ace of Wands in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo. You or somebody can have Virgo in their chart. Heavy Virgo here. Somebody non-committal. I would feel like somebody here could have also got distracted by somebody from their past, or past patterns, old behaviors, old lessons that they didn't learn, or this is you. For some of you guys, maybe you don't want to commit to something or somebody, or this is somebody else. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, Ten of Swords in reverse. Gemini Sun. There's a dead, giving this person a second chance, you know something is a dead end. Or maybe somebody's going through a dead end with somebody that they tried to give a second chance to. Maybe you didn't know this person went back to this person. They just started being cold and aloof with you, distant with you. And that just did not work out. Yeah, I feel like somebody does want to make amends with you, but this person doesn't really know what they want. Somebody may not know where they stand with you, but somebody's in heavily regret. Yeah, somebody here is playing victim. They're in regret, possibly for choosing a third party or choosing the wrong lover or going about something with you the wrong way. I feel like somebody can't commit to nobody because they're not over, they haven't forgiven themselves or forgiven somebody else in their energy, or this is you. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Wands. Yeah, somebody wanted to be a King of Wands. Disloyal with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody here with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. A lack of commitment. Somebody was just very selfish. And somebody had third parties. Somebody was not interested in committing to anybody. And somebody's lazy. Or they're dealing with somebody in their energy that's like this. And they may have trust issues now. Anyways, King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Could be a Cancer as well. Somebody could be born in July. What's the King of Wands? Yeah, Page of Wands in reverse. You know somebody's behavior is predictable. You know they're non-committal. I feel like somebody can't accept that something is a dead end or something is not working. Whatever somebody's trying to do to get you to behave a certain way like you did in the past, or it's like they feel like how they treat other people or how they treated you before is going to work this time, or something's going to work on you. Page of Wands in reverse. Somebody really needs to do some inner child healing. Their behavior is predictable. They throw tantrums. They're entitled. They act out when they don't get their way. They can have a really bad temper. They can't control. I feel like somebody here is just, they got a big ego, very lustful. There could have been a tower that happened between you and them, and now they want to fix and restore something. The Page of Wands in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, no. Somebody, if you're dealing with somebody, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, again, Aries here. Somebody could be an April, Aries. If you're dealing with somebody and this person was non-committal, they were in and out, they came in for sex, and then they will abandon you or detach from you, and they want to come back around again, do not give this person, I mean, I can't tell y'all what to do, but this person's you're going to be frustrated with the results. There's going to be no growth here with this person. Yeah, you're going to be really frustrated with this, and it's going to put you out of alignment. Somebody's very selfish, superficial, non-committal, disloyal, materialistic. They could even be really financially insecure. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, all this person cares about is just pleasure. Jupiter and Pisces. They're not interested in committing to anybody. Yeah. Some of y'all could have been married to this person. You may have a child with this person, or they have children with somebody, or they were married to somebody, or they were with somebody long term. Even if they're not physically with this person, I feel like somebody has a lot of resentment, and they use sex and dating and things to kind of help them escape their emotions. King of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Somebody here is slow to commit. They're methodical. They're strategic. Virgo, Leo, somebody, yeah, this person, they got a lot of different type of personalities even. They don't really know who they are. Yeah. The Fool in reverse. This person could have breadcrumbed you or made you feel like a fool, or they felt like a fool. They were somebody else's fool. Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Leo. Somebody could be born in August. Knight of Pentacles. Somebody's very stubborn. They don't know what they want. If you give this person a chance, whether they're new or old, you're gonna have. They don't know what they want. Jupiter and Capricorn. This person can also struggle with their sexuality. They don't really know who they are, what they want. They could be having issues with their finances. They could have been hurt or disappointed or betrayed by a third party, and now they're trying to come back around and get some sexual energy from you. But they're not going to commit to you. Six of Swords. feel like a lot of you guys could also be healing from these type of connections, whether it's with a particular person or people in general that only want to date you or come around just for lustful reasons. I feel like a lot of you guys are moving away from that. People that don't know what they want, you're moving away from that. Some of you guys have a connection coming in, a much better one. Because you're moving away from a person or people like this, you have something real coming in. Six of Swords. Somebody also could have friend zoned you, or they wanted to keep something friends with benefits. Six of Swords. You have the Devil in reverse. Capricorn energy. You're detaching. You or somebody can have Capricorn in their chart. You're detaching. Or somebody around you is detaching from someone. Devil in reverse. Yeah, the Fool in reverse. A lot of contradicting energy. I feel like somebody goes back and forth with themselves a lot. They detach, then they reattach. It's like somebody's too back and forth. And that's why this person's going to have you they're going to be giving to you and giving to somebody else. They're going to always have the Two of Pentacles. They're going to always have themselves. When a person is in two different minds about anything, they're always going to have their options open. They're never going to just choose one person. That's why it's very dangerous to trust and commit to people that don't know who they are or what they want. A person in two different minds is very dangerous, especially if you're someone that wants commitment. Fool in reverse, Aquarius energy. Yeah, the Four of Swords in reverse. I feel like somebody here overthinks a lot. Somebody spends a lot of time in their head, or you spent a lot of time in your head over this situation, or over people in general. Jupiter and Libra. Four of Swords in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Somebody feels really alone, really isolated, paranoid. Somebody just wants to be in control too much. They don't know how to express themselves. They have a lot of regret about their past, about their decisions in love, who they chose, what they've invested in, themselves even. Heavy Virgo. You or this person can have Virgo in their chart. Somebody could have did something reckless and foolish, and it could be coming out. Yeah, something was forbidden. Something about this connection could be forbidden, or yeah. What's the Moon? Somebody's not really self-reflecting either. So this person could have also ghosted you, or they want to come out of hiding, but it's to get what they want and just for them to leave out again. The Moon in reverse. Yeah, Two of Swords in reverse. Somebody here refuses to make a choice. Moon in Libra. Somebody wants it both ways. They want to serve two masters. There could be something coming out. Somebody here, this could be information overload. Maybe somebody's emotionally overwhelmed. I feel like somebody's trying to play it cool, but they're really in their head a lot. Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, the King of Cups. Somebody's in their feelings. Somebody's in their feelings. I don't know if this person has insecurity issues, finance issues, inner child issues. There's a lot of things here. Somebody could be realizing their feelings for you. Maybe their intentions was to just have something sexual, but now their feelings got involved, and now they could be trying to detach, or this is you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra here. Somebody could be October Libra, October Scorpio. What's the King of Cups? Or somebody's just simply in their feelings. King of Cups. The Justice here. It was upright before. Libra, heavy Libra. So you or this person can have Libra in their chart. A lack of accountability. Justice in reverse. A lack of integrity. Yeah, there's like maybe somebody, you could be surrendering this or shifting your perspective where this person is. I feel like somebody here knows that they're treating you unfairly, or they did something that was not in integrity or unfair. They could be seeing that now. Pisces here. You or somebody can have Pisces in their chart. What's the Hangman? Yeah, because I feel like somebody wants to be honest with you. There could have been some type of injustice that was done to you, and maybe somebody wants to talk about it, whether it was from them or somebody else, or they were involved or they knew about something. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Capricorn here. Somebody could be born in January. Who's this King of Swords? Yeah, somebody wants to do the right thing. Taurus here. Somebody here, some of you guys, this person could be telling you that they're married. Somebody here could be married or they're committed. That's why something is forbidden. That's why they can't commit to you. This person could already be married or already committed somewhere else, or their heart is still stuck with somebody else. Somebody, yeah. Somebody may have to confess something to you. So if something is just sexual, hold on. Yeah, I feel like somebody could have lied about their relationship status or lied about a situation. Yeah, I feel like somebody needs to confess something to you. What's this Hierophant? Yeah, Eight of Cups. Maybe somebody's walking away from somebody, or you're walking away from this, or detaching. Saturn and Pisces. Somebody does want to return to y'all, Gemini placements or cross watcher. This person could be at a distance from you, or maybe there's emotional distance, physical distance. Maybe this person had to move out of a home, or you could be relocating. For others of you, you may find when you relocate, you're going to find better options in love, because the people that you could be meeting where you live at or wherever you're trying to date, they're just not it. There's always something. Some of you guys need to cast your net further. Somebody here could have a military background. They could be a police officer. Again, I'm really getting somebody here being married or they were committed. This person could have been very in and out. Only coming in for pleasure, not committing to you. Not committing to whoever they were with either, clearly, because how did you get in the picture, I guess. But Knight of Cups. Nine of Swords in reverse. Mars in Gemini. Yeah, I feel like, what's this Nine of Swords in reverse? Somebody could be in deep, deep regret. Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, somebody also took bad advice from somebody, maybe in their family, their friend group. Like somebody here could have gotten advice from somebody like, oh yeah, you got to be cold and distant to make Gemini chase you, or to make them want you more. And all that did was make you walk away. If somebody can't be honest with you or can't be a man or woman about their feelings, you're not going to play these games. Or somebody's not going to play these games with you. Three of Pentacles here in reverse. Somebody's not learning from their past mistakes. Mars and Capricorn. What's the Three of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, the Empress in reverse. Somebody also could have been dealing, somebody could have left you out in the cold because of a child's mother, a spouse, or somebody got bad advice from a friend, a sister, an aunt, their mother. Taurus, Libra energy. Somebody, or this could even be somebody's heart is closed off and so is their sacral. So somebody only knows how to operate through lust. Their heart is not open. Empress in reverse. Or maybe this person is leaving out this Empress in reverse out in the cold. Yeah, the Seven of Cups in reverse. Somebody here could be having a rude awakening. Scorpio Sun here. Scorpio Venus. This is like somebody gaining clarity about somebody around them who be trying to love bomb them or guilt trip them, or who's manipulative, or somebody that's been doing some type of manipulation of whatever kind. So maybe they have to, yeah, this person's going to have to leave. Somebody's going to have to leave somebody out in the cold. Or something's going to remain forbidden. What's the Magician in reverse? Yeah, Page of Swords in reverse. Evil eye. Somebody, you know, there's a third party here. There's someone in someone's energy, an ex of theirs, or maybe somebody has to get a divorce, or they broke up, but they're still tethered, and somebody could be having paternity issues with the mother of their child because they want them back. Or I feel like somebody gets easily distracted by whoever this Empress in reverse is, or they get advice from the Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like somebody here is scatterbrain. What's the Page of Swords in reverse? Temperance. What's the Page of Swords? Sagittarius energy. What's the Page of Swords in reverse? Yeah, Ace of Swords. Maybe somebody knows that somebody's trying to manipulate them, or they're behind the scenes trying to get them to come back to them, or you know somebody's trying to do this to you. The High Priestess and the Queen of Wands is definitely mistress energy. So I don't know if you're the mistress or somebody had one on you. Or you're the third party, or I don't, Ace of Swords. You get the Chariot. Some of you guys may leave this behind, or somebody's leaving somebody behind. Cancerian energy. What's the Chariot? Yeah, the Star in reverse. Something is like hopeless. Something, I feel like something can't be repaired. Either something can't be repaired between you and somebody, or something can't be repaired between someone in your energy and someone else. Yeah, there's a Tower here. Yeah, somebody's not signing some type of divorce papers. Somebody here does not want to break up. Somebody here is not trying to just co-parent or just be civil. If you guys dated somebody at work, somebody here is trying to make something hard for you. Like they're trying to make it uncomfortable. Could even be trying to get you fired or get you in trouble. Like, yeah, something can't be restored. Somebody doesn't want to restore something with someone. Somebody's leaving somebody out in the cold, and there's somebody who's bitter about it. It could be their ex or yours, or this is you. Star in reverse, Aquarius. Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse. Somebody's going through a breakup. Venus in Cancer. Yeah, I feel like this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords in reverse is like cursing somebody, because it's like, well, if you don't want to be with me, then if you don't want to commit to me, then I'm going to make it to where you don't commit to nobody. I'm going to betray you so bad that you'll never recover. You'll never trust a soul again. So you'll either have to come back and be with me, or you're going to have to just be alone. Or somebody tried to do this to you. But I feel like whatever somebody's plan is to do spell work, or love bomb somebody, or manipulate somebody, seduce somebody, it's not going to work. Page of Pentacles in reverse. You could be seeing 222. Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse. Venus in Cancer. I feel like somebody is not restoring a connection with somebody. They're getting left out in the cold for good. There's no second chances here. I feel like somebody's putting themselves first. If this is a new person that you're dealing with, you may have to give this person time, because they could be recovering from this breakup. They may not be a bad person. They may just not be ready. Maybe they may just not ready. They're not ready to commit to nobody. They're not ready to open up their heart. They have feelings. They're honest. They're not a liar, I'm getting. Y'all got to know who's who and who's not. If you're dealing with somebody who's not a bad person, they just got out of something, they just moved away from someone, they just divorced somebody, just broke up, just, they trying to get their money together. This person, especially if they're a man, they do not feel like they're in a position to commit to anybody. They can give you sex, they can maybe take you out on dates, maybe, but if you want something committed like right now, that's not going to happen. You're gonna have to, I'm not saying that you have to wait, but something is gonna require patience. And for others of you, you could have been dealing with somebody who they had you as a third party, and you were their little escape. And this person could have been just non-committal, just in and out. They got issues with addictions, bad habits. Some of you guys, somebody has a bad habit of going back to somebody. They'll leave you out in the cold or start to push you away, and they'll start entertaining their baby mother or their ex or whoever it is. So y'all have to just know who's who and what. And for those of you that are completely single and you're like, oh my God, I don't like any of my options, it could be time to just date people outside of your comfort zone, outside of where you live at. Let's get some oracle. Let's get some fall in love messages. Yeah, honest conversations. I feel like there's an honest conversation that needs to be had. I feel like somebody purposely comes in, they sleep with you, and then they abandon you. I feel like somebody wants you to like feel like an empress in reverse. Somebody wants you to feel like you're just sex, or you're just a one-night stand, or you're just nothing. Somebody doesn't want you to connect with nobody. I feel like somebody wants you to be hopeless in love. They want you to believe that you're always going to be disappointed, used, abused, walked away from, treated like shit, and things like that. I feel like somebody wants you to believe that. They want you to feel like you're an empress in reverse. Yeah, we have give it time, but in reverse. So some of you guys may not be giving something or someone time, or you don't need to. You'll know what's worth the time, who's worth the time, and who and what's not. And that's where you have to use your discernment. You can't just rely on a reading. What else? Yeah, hidden agenda. I feel like somebody has a hidden agenda. And this person could just be a distraction. This could be something that's just here to distract you, here to set you back, here to keep you in a bad contract where you don't know your worth, or you're treated, or people just using you just for sex. And that's going to start to make you believe that that's all you deserve, whether you realize it or not. So we got self-love here. Really love on yourself. What's honest conversations? Yeah, true love. Somebody needs to be honest about their feelings. What's give it time? Yeah, let go of control. So you may have a hard time detaching from this, surrendering this, or this is somebody else. Hidden agenda. And express your needs. And blooming and commitment. For those of you that you want a relationship, you want commitment, you don't want just friends with benefits, or you just don't want people that's coming in just being intimate with you and that's it. You need to start be honest with yourself and be honest with these people, or else you're gonna keep running into the same situations, and you're gonna become the empress in reverse. It's gonna start to take a blow to your self-esteem. Even if it means missing out, or even if it means people pass you up, if you have to be alone a little longer than anticipated, then that's just what it's gonna have to be. Now, for some of you guys not everybody wants a relationship, but I feel like I'm talking to people that do. If you don't want a relationship, then this is maybe not your reading. But don't be afraid to express your needs, express what you want. I feel like somebody's also in a connection that's not really authentic. Maybe somebody here could have got with somebody, went back to somebody. They could have left you out in the cold because they were under some type of spell or manipulation. And if somebody could be that easily manipulated to go back to somebody, or to go deal with somebody else, or if all they got to do is take advice from other people, like they need other people's advice on who to choose, what to do, that's a weak person. You can't trust somebody that doesn't have a mind of their own. You can't trust someone like that. When you guys blossom into your Nine of Pentacles upright, Empress upright, or Emperor upright, you're going to meet somebody that's going to be worth a commitment. Some of you guys may even be in something interracial. or you may get into something interracial. But you guys do have commitment coming in. It just may not be with who you want or who you expect it to. It may not even be with anybody you already know, especially anybody who's only dealing with you on a sexual level, on a superficial level. So there's an honest conversation that needs to be had either with yourself or with somebody else. And when you do meet new love, give things time. Don't rush into anything. You may have to talk with your, like, you may have to ask yourself, are you coming from a place of codependency? Like, don't think everybody that comes towards you or everybody that gives you the time of day or attention or affection or whatever is your person. Like, really have fun when it comes to love, or else you're going to end up getting in connections. You're going to end up tricking yourself into believing that a person is good for you or right for you, and they're not. So don't think about the reality of a person. I mean, don't think about the fantasy of what something can be. Look at the reality of a person and where they're at and what they're showing you, not what they could be. You're not dating their potential. You're dating who they are, what they got going on in the moment. And we got release the past. I feel like there's nothing in the past for you, Geminis. There could be people from your past who were in unhealthy, toxic, abusive, or unfulfilling relationships who want to come back around just to have sex with them. I'm getting something heavy about your sexual energy. Somebody could be realizing somebody around them is a karmic and they walked away or abandoned you for a karmic. Somebody here could have chose somebody for superficial reasons and they went back to somebody or chose somebody new, and now they're in a very unhappy relationship. They're with somebody who's lazy as hell, maybe even abusive, manipulative. I just heard somebody is condescending, selfish. But yeah, Geminis, this is your reading. Make sure you're being honest with yourself. Make sure you're having those hard conversations with people around you. If something is not for you, you don't have to pretend like it is. Even if you started out being okay with something, it's okay to change your mind. If you didn't want something committed before and you do now, it's okay to say that. If you wanted something committed before and you don't, it's okay to say that too. It's okay to change your mind. You don't have to accept anything that is not, that you don't want to accept. So if that means you're going to be abandoned, left out in the cold, not spoken to, then oh well. But it's okay to change your mind, especially if you want more for yourself. You don't have to tolerate anything that you don't want to tolerate. The right person will either align with you, they'll change with you, or you can set yourself free. But if you want something more, you need to be honest with yourself first so that you can be honest with another person. You don't want to run the risk of keeping yourself, even if you guys are married to somebody already and they're not meeting your needs, or you have to say that. You can't, say you're living with somebody and you want them to do more of something or less of something, but you expect them to read your mind. So instead of using your voice, you slamming things, you don't want to have sex with them, you're being bitchy, you're being mean. That's not going to do you anything. And if you know it's a dead-end marriage or dead-end relationship, then you need to make a decision to cut ties so that you can meet the person that's going to meet your needs. It's simple. But this is your reading. I feel like the overall message here is you are allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to go in a different direction, however you see fit. You're allowed to be happy. You're allowed to prioritize your needs and your happiness first. Period. However that looks. This is your reading, Gemini. This is your love message for the month of June. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.